Hello, my lovelies. That witch here. And tonight we are doing a Revelation Tarot reading. But first we will call in our protection and get started. Protegimor si carita benedictus. Woo! Did you guys see that? Energy is popping tonight. All right. Tonight we are going to start with the Everyday Witch Tarot. Keep in mind that not every reading is for you. If it resonates, you will know. And let's just jump right in. I hope everyone is doing splendid tonight. Everyone had a happy Imbolc, which for those of you that don't know what Imbolc is, it is the halfway point. That means winter's almost over. There's hope. There's cold coming, but the sun is returning. No. And one flipped over, so we'll keep that one out as well. Also, we have this week a full moon on the 5th. It is a snow moon, named so because... keep that one in reverse. Named that way because it was February. It got the most snow out of all the months. Okay, let's see what's going on. In the past, we have the Knight of Wands. So in the past, we have an energy who can be very abrasive, very irrational at times. I'm hearing doesn't think before they speak. Fiery type attitude, fiery type temper, but also the type of person that, if balanced, that fiery type passion, that drive, creative force for whatever you want to create, whether it be a relationship or a job venture, you know, a creative idea in your life, your spiritual path, and so on. Let's clarify more on that. Drop one. Oh, I hope I didn't move my camera. I hope. Let me check and make sure my camera didn't move, guys. Nope, we're still good. Clarify Knight of Wands, please. Ooh. The High Priestess reverse. Yes, someone in the past here was the High Priestess in reverse. That would be someone who does things in life that are not from a balanced standpoint. Lies, betrays, deceives, manipulates, drains the wax from your candles. I'm getting drains your energy, life force. For somebody, you know where you resonate with this. You could be the energy drainer. You know you, my pretties. It's got kind of cold chills. It's like someone's been very, very cold in the past. Very, very stomach turningly cold. 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, this is conflict. This is people who aren't working well together. I mean, we got one who's boastful and trying to do all the work themselves, taking all the pride, taking all the effort, all the cookies, so to speak. One who's just so stressed out, she looks like her face is going to melt off. And the other one can't even keep her tears from flowing. That is not people who are working together in the past from a good standpoint at all. The smoke's going up and the glass is about to shatter, I'm getting from this. We'll get one more on that, then we'll move on to the present here. The King of Cups. The King of Cups. Okay, this... I'm hearing this is a king here. It's just the feel I'm getting from him. He wants his fishing to eat it too. And I don't even know why I heard it that way. It's like we got someone here who wants to be seen as spiritual. But they are bound to earthly desires. He's bound by the legs to that sand. And the King of Cups' normal habitat would be in that water. He wants his fish and to eat it too. And it's play. He wants to leave his Christ consciousness, which would be spirituality, in the background while somebody plays. It doesn't have to be a he. I just say that, but he could be he or she in the past here. Okay. Let's move on to the future, shall we? Don't want to dwell too much on the past. The future, or no, I'm sorry, not the future. This is the present. The Ace of Swords. This is an incredible spiritual knowing. It's all the blue. Swords represent truth, mind, communication. Someone is getting communication from source, Godiverse, or Godiverse. Sacred, divine knowledge, divine communication, truth in the present here. It's like such a cold, hard truth. I just got chills through me like an icicle. Cold, hard communication, cold, hard truth. There's the shattering of the mirrors. Looks like it to me anyways, like I said. Shattering mirror truth. Ground trembling truth. Definitely more on that. 5 of Cups. Ooh. Ground shattering truth over, I hate to say crying over spilled milk because that's so cliche, but that's certainly what it looks like. It's like, because she's whining over those 3 little cups of, looks like maybe wine. But she's got something live. That cat's back there. She's got something live and beautiful and irreplaceable behind her, ready to celebrate. And she's just crying over that itty-bitty wine in those spilled cups. Something that looked like it was what was best, but it was not. And that's all I can really say about that. But let's get more on that. Yeah, I feel like someone put their eggs all in one basket, so to speak. Oh, I guess it's 2 more. Ooh, the Devil and the 9 of Swords reversed. This truth is going to make someone here realize that they allowed themselves to be persuaded into their own mental strife, their own mental turmoil, their own mental sort of hell. And when they realize that this has happened, it's really going to make them, there's that peepy feeling, I guess. It's going to make them really, it's going to be a emotional, just, it's going to make their stomachs turn. We'll just say that. It's like it was right in front of their face. Right in front of their face this whole time. That it took this volcano and this devil card here to go off. It took this big boom, this smoke, this big truth volcano for this to come to light here in the present. I want a little more on that, actually. love me some big doses of truth. Queen of Cups. Hallelujah. Queen of Cups. And goes right along with that King of Cups. Like someone here has grown from the past. Because I'm getting that this is a reflection, this King and Queen of Cups. Right? It's a reflection of someone's, you know, balancing their emotions in a type of masculine, feminine type of way. In the past, they were the fish that wanted their fish to eat it too. And then someone in the present here, I mean, this for some of you that resonates, it could be a divine union if you want to go that route. But for most that probably watch me, this is the balancing. The Queen of Cups would be someone, well, who is more in tune with her emotions, more able to discern her emotions. Because the feminine side of water, the feminine energy, is more able to do that. Their intuition is impeccable and on point. She's at one with the water, with that seashell, right? Her affairs are in order here. And she's very creative. And I think this one happens to be pregnant in this. Now, first of choice few, maybe that may go along with this. But I'm seeing it as someone who's ready to create life. Create their abundance. To create, for some of you, with this King of Cups. Okay. Okay, moving on in the future. We had the Three of Cups in reverse. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? A third person that's involved. Now, whether that be third party, third situation, this situation that's involved. That's called celebration in the past, or you thought was said to be a celebration, is going to be dropped here in the future. Dropped very, very fast. More on that. Four of Pentacles. Yes, dropping a person or situation who is someone who holds on to material wealth, someone who holds on to their emotions, someone who holds on to their truth about who they are, someone who just keeps everything bound up inside. And for some, this may be them realizing that there's a person like this, that them realizing that someone is not who they seemed. That is actually the complete opposite of what they seemed. The Nine of Pentacles. Yes, it's like someone's going to be in this relaxed state, like this Nine of Pentacles, in this independent, relaxed state. Nine of Pentacles is someone who's abundance on their own, who is well versed in their ways of living, well versed in the ways they communicate, well, very grounded with the way she has the vines from that tree just growing there magically on her dress. Someone who wants balance and peace in life. It's like someone was being robbed of this. This energy here that was the one that's holding everything in and, well, doing all the not so good things, was keeping someone bound. But now someone is growing in the future. They're fertilely growing. It goes with the fertile Queen of Cups. Growing their own prosperity. With the pomegranate on the trees. I think it's the pomegranate and the pentacles. Growing their own abundance, growing their own happiness, growing their own protection, weaving their own foundations in the future. A couple more. Oh, don't even have to shuffle tonight in the future. Death card. A rebirth. A rebirth of something beautiful in the future. Something gorgeous. And this was not without a lot of pain. But with all that pain is coming great reward for sacrifice here. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's like you guys, some people may have felt like they had no hope in the past here, because this is Ace of Pentacles. It's reversed. It's like someone feeling like they have no hope in the past is being cut off here in the future. So they're being brought out of the cold. Brought out of a desolate state, desolate mindset, into a much better place. I feel for a lot of you, it's like a home. Whatever home is to you, whether it be a person, place, things, whatever home is to you, my lovelies, okay? Okay, let's get any blockages here. Blockages in the future. Knight of Swords. You still gonna have lies from a situation, or some kind of lies from a situation or person trying to come at you, either now or in the future. And they seem very, very determined to either keep you from getting some communication or find something out, or for someone getting communication to you. But let's get more on that. Yes, the Eight of Swords. As long as you're aware and able to decipher what this energy is that's doing this coming in the future here, it will keep you in the Eight of Swords reverse, which would be better than the Eight of Swords upright, because the Eight of Swords reverse would mean that you are not keeping yourself bound by stagnant ideas or stagnant ways of living or stagnant ways of thinking. Keeping yourself bound, because she's not bound with those little ropes on her hands. She can get away. It's like her mind is making her think she's stuck here. There's a lot of air, and I'm seeing a lot of air, which would be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Of course, in the beginning, we were seeing a lot of Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Sorry, guys. There's just not enough coffee in the world today, all right? Eight of Wands. Earlier, I said stuff is going to be happening quick. I feel like a lot of you, this is quickly happening in the future. With this person trying to either block communication, or however they're trying to block your communication or mind thought. It's going to be happening fast. Fast in the future. It's going to put you in like an anxious mindset. So just remember to keep yourself grounded. Even if you have to use, I forget the word it's called, where you think of the happy spot, like that movie. What is the name of that movie? Happy Gilmore, Happy Place. Happy Place, his happy place when he's trying to focus. Don't know if you guys know that movie. Side note. Goodness sakes. Knight of Pentacles came out reversed. Not for everyone, but this is be wary of risky business or money ventures or opportunities. Look over everything. Look over all contracts before jumping into that. Which way to go with the Chariot here? Because it's going to come to a point in the future where you must pick a way to go. Think everything from a level-headed place. Be wary of things that glitter, because they are not all gold. Rumpelstiltskin, okay? All right, let's see your strengths. The Fool. The maker of new beginnings, you are. You don't have to wait for your ships to sail in, because you make your ships sail in. Or you will be making your ships sail in. This is collective reading. Will resonate just a little different with all of you. You know where you fit with you. But yes, exploding with newness, exploding with adventure, exploding with the open sea, which will take you anywhere. Your open-mindedness, your creativity, all that is your strengths now. And moving on in the future, they will only grow. I'm getting Judgment. And this is beautiful Judgment with the music there. You guys know I love music. Beautiful Judgment. Leading to you a new venturous path with the beautiful pyramid there. A new venture, a new tree of life. Transformation with the butterfly. Your ability to, your other strength is your ability to flow with vibration. If you're in tune with music, you're in tune with vibration. And we are all energy. When it comes down to it, we are all vibrational beings. The Hermit. Beautiful. And the Ace of Cups. This is someone going from, I feel, for some of you, it's like a female type that's matured in a way, and it's taken a long time. You know, they went with them with the Hermit and did a lot of reflection, whoever this is. It doesn't have to be a female, it could be a male. And it's taken a long time, but now things and the energies are starting to move. The ideas are starting to form. And now their thoughts and creativity and, well, joyful ways of living are overflowing their cup. Gorgeous. Most likely outcome before we close out with oracles is a Page of Wands. Brand new youthful spark. Brand new creative ideas. And again, with the rebirth, with the red salamander there, and red salamanders also represent the dark goddess, Tiamat. And alchemy. You're going to be alchemizing something very bright and passionate. Something that a lot of you have always loved to do and may have been scared to do before. But that venture is going to be open. It's like you're going to be being led by, well, your intuition, which is following that cat. Cats were known for intuition in Egyptian times. We'll get a few more on that, and then we'll close out with some oracles. Some of you may very well be moving with the little hobo bag there. The King of Wands and the World card. Yes, planning your bright, new, bold. Some of you damn well be traveling, it seems. Throwing your hat in the wind. Traveling the world. And if it's not physically traveling the world, it could be loving your life in a way that feels like the world, you're just evolving around the world, that you're just in sync with Source, which is a beautiful, 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 beautiful place to be. Coming up out of a slumber. Transforming like that beautiful, beautiful panther on that moon card. Transforming here. Oh. Probably my most favorite moon card to look at real close. This has been the plan all along. Ain't nothing a coincidence. This has been Source's plan all along. Most divine energies plan all along. To bring you back into that rebirth circle to watch beautiful light, beautiful energy come back into your life after so much hard work, after so many tears and pain. A forgiveful, humble happiness that you well deserve. People will be jealous of talking about it. Oh, side note, but Let's dig into the Oracle, which I think we will use. This one. Let's get some extra advice moving on. Seaweed prediction. This one popped out. I used this deck with my Inbox reading the other day when I used my Inbox spell candle. Side note. But seaweed is often seen as prediction because it grows underneath the water. It's below the surface. So something you're not seeing is below the surface. And when someone does predictions or is psychic, they can see what's below the surface. So in the past, and this would have been in the past position, this person's lies or this situation's, how do I say, the situation's crappiness, for a better word, was kept under the water. It wasn't being seen. And now I feel this is it coming to light. In the present, tea tree and binding. Yes, this is reminding you to not keep yourself bound to your own thoughts, that overthinking thoughts, not to keep yourself bound and be closed-minded in the present here. Keep an open mind. Consider all the possibilities before moving on here. Take your time and don't get pricked by the thimble or by the whatever Sleeping Beauty poked her thumb with. I don't know where that's coming from. That is most definitely probably just for one person out there, but you never know. Romance in the future for some of you. I mean, that can cause the death-like situation where there'd be a rebirth. I just don't want everybody to think it's always romance, because that's not the only thing that can cause rebirth and whatnot. And more times than not, it's people don't know what the real love is, because if you don't love yourself, I'm not going to bring on this again, but if you don't love yourself properly in a balanced place, you're not going to know what true love is, and most people don't. But side note, yes, it's going to be, I feel like ice cold, like I got an icy hot feeling all of a sudden there. And that could also, for some of you, that could be about reminding you to nurture yourself these cold winter months as well. Because even though we had just had Imbolc and it's, you know, halfway over, there's still the coldest month to go, hence the snow moon this week, correct? So, pamper thyself, my lovelies. You can do that in the most cheapest of ways as well. Just get creative. Mandrake and passive. And that was in the, this was the weaknesses. Do not get yourself in a mindset to where you're thinking narcissistically, like Mandrake or impassive would be someone without a conscience, or like the little Mandrake things in Harry Potter when they pulled them out of the pot. They'd squeal and make you pass out. They wear earmuffs. Do not get yourself in that kind of a mindset. Because when you do, then that attracts all kinds of other negative thoughts your way and crowds out any good to help balance that out. You know, you can't be all negative. You gotta have both. Negative and positive, both dark and light. St. John's wort, dispirited. Okay, and this was falling in your strengths position. So this would be meaning your strength, to go along with your strengths, this means that you don't get your hopes up so far that you're completely crushed when things don't go awry. You're able to see things from a more balanced way, helping you move on in the future here. A more purposeful way, with the cranberries there in the picture, or berries. St. John's wort was also used to help, I think, with some coughs, certain rashes. So it's like you have a healing type energy, a healing type attitude, and you're able to, well, not fall when things get too rough, if that makes sense. Then last but not least here, Yarrow, expulsion. Yes. It's like you're expulsing. I don't know if expulsing is a word. All the energies that were making you feel like they were too good to be true. Because usually when something's too good to be true, most normally times it is. And this goes right along with your ability to contain things and not explode with the dispirited here. But expulsion, you're able to keep things at bay. And then moving on in the future, this is definitely the future position. Keep your energies in check. Keep your adrenalines in check so that you don't overbubble the pot, so to speak. Bring too much to the surface that's not supposed to be quite yet. That one's definitely not for all of y'all. This was also used to help treat respiratory infections. So moving on in the future, you guys are going to be better to, and that gets me breathing, makes me think anxiety. Better to deal with your anxiety. Which for one of you guys, or the few that resonated with the anger, this goes along, you know, that would go along with anxiety, because anger can cause anxiety. They kind of go hand in hand sometimes. And one just kind of feeds the other until sometimes you're at a point where you'll do or say something totally stupid or totally not you, that's going to get you in trouble. And we most definitely don't want none of that moving on in the future. But I do hope that this was ever so much helpful to you or somebody you know out there. Keep an eye out, because I'm coming out with tomorrow for sure, doing shorts for all the signs, horoscopes. And I'll be doing some love readings this week in honor of Valentine's Day, of course. Finishing out our Embark candle, starting the new candle I made for Valentine's Day and whatnot. But I'm going to fly up out of here. Good night. Love you guys. Bye.